Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Deontay Harris. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
45.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And right side, they're going to go option here. It'll be an 11-yard pickup. He does it himself, and it brings up 2nd down.
And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Carr now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defense.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
To the air again, Herbert. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
McCann's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 27, Carr escaping the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline.
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Well, there's Tunyon. What a catch.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Touchdown! Darren Waller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing out. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quick.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. Flush to his right. Touchdown Raiders! Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
And the Chargers first down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Carr to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tonyan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Herbert off of play action. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Herbert now. Got a man. It's Tonyan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Tonyan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone.
They are not ready for us. Deontay Harris on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Las Vegas.
On play action, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Carr now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Stays on his feet. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble, and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Play action. It's Herbert. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
2nd and 10.
The handoff, it's Eckler. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Eckler, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, look at the juke. And some room to work. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deion Jones gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Nifty move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Second down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15.
And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
A big play there for L.A. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The Raiders 9-yard line.
On the option right, Herbert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
McCann's kick up and good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Carr. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will